Stephen, back-to-back top six finishes achieved. How do you feel?
I'm delighted. Obviously, it's a little bit bittersweet with the result. But when we first came in here and I stood in the pitch 2.5 years ago and I told the people in the stand, of which was nowhere near as many as there is today, that we give them a team to fight and scrap and battle, and that's the least we can do when you put that shirt on. I think we've given them that. For the first time, I think you'll never make everybody happy all the time, but to be where we are and to be in the top six all season, nobody can say we didn't deserve it. As I say, we've been in there the whole year, over 33 games, 32 games. We've deserved that. And yep, other people dropped points today, but we've gained the points and the momentum to allow us to be clear of 4 points clear in the top six, and it's a huge achievement for this group of players. I'm absolutely delighted for them. They give everything. Today's game and the conditions so difficult. We can see the penalty and a set play that's an OG. That was harsh. 60% possession against the Hearts side that are clear in third. We're hoping now, can we go and kick on and get into Europe? But for the first time in 39 years, you have to repeat that there, remind people how much this group of players have done for the football club, and it's a fantastic achievement.
It's certainly not easy to try and achieve that 2 years in a row either.
No, when you consider that we weren't in it for over 30 years, and to do it 2 years in a row and not be out of the top six, I think people have to remember that and credit this group for that. We've not been out of the top six. We've had a couple of slips, which you would do, otherwise we wouldn't be St Mirren. We don't do it the easy way. And the players wouldn't be playing for St Mirren if they were perfect every single week. But what they do is they give everything. And when you work that hard, you get your just rewards. And I must mention the staff and the board. There's been so much work goes on behind the scenes, and the group of staff, from the medical department, the coaching staff, all the staff at the ground, they do a lot of stuff that's unnoticed. And it's a reward for them tonight for their hard work to push the club and drag every last drop of energy and quality out of the group of boys and the club to keep moving us forward.
Going into the split now, what's the aim?
The aim's to get into Europe. It has to be to get into Europe. We're, we don't want anybody to do us a favour and win a cup. Let's go and try and chase fourth place. Fifth might be enough. But we go in confident. We're a team that we want to move the ball, we want to pass the ball, and even when everybody was panicking today, and launch it forward, that's not the way I play. It's not the way I want to play. And if we're a club that's going to develop players like Richard Taylor, like Keelan Boyd-Munce, like Lewis Jameson, you have to play a certain style and brand of football, and I won't deviate from that. And it's been proved very successful over the last 2 years. So can we continue to do that? Can we now take the shackles off and go and enjoy ourselves for the last 5 games? The crowd were fantastic again today, and I've seen all the banners being made yesterday and the work that goes into that as well from the fans, and they're the real fans, as 99% of people are at clubs. And as I say, you'll always get a few negative comments, but they're not the ones we should be listening to. It should be the positivity around the place. It should be the fans that are spending hours to make that look so good when we walked out today. And over the course of the season, the boys have rewarded the fans, and I think together, we can go and achieve Europe. Just
on that, the banners today, the Mirren Mile that opened up this week, it really shows that these fans have bought into what this team is doing.
Yeah, they have, and as I said, people probably wouldn't believe me 2.5 years ago. They didn't believe Tony when he came out and said we might get into Europe, so hopefully we can prove Tony right. He's seen something that nobody else seen. But yeah, look, it's a togetherness. When you're a St Mirren fan, St Mirren manager, St Mirren player, there's ups and downs, and it's how you react to those. And you can see with the work that Keith's done, the Mirren Mile and the togetherness of the football club, the display today was fantastic. And yeah, of course, we wanted to reward that with a win, and we weren't quite able to do that. Decisions, once again, people always say to me, why don't you question the decisions? Well, I can't really control that, and it's blatantly obvious for everybody to see that there's a penalty, and there's 3 penalties in the last 5 games. That probably would have put us very close to fourth. So I can't control that. I can control this group. I can control how we keep pushing this football club forward. And ultimately, when you've not been in the top 6 for over 30 years and you achieve it twice in 39 years, expectations rise. What we have to do as a group of staff and board is put the foundations in place to achieve that more often than what has been done over the last 40 years. And that's what's been done. And we're doing that prudently. We're doing that within our means. And sometimes you take a step back and then drive it forward again. And that's what we'll continue to do.
Will you take a step back and try and enjoy this achievement?
Yeah, I am. I'm a perfectionist, so obviously I wanted to do it with the results today, which I thought the boys deserved. You know, as I say, with 60% possession in a gale force wind against the Hearts team with resources way beyond us, and there has to be a realism of what this group have achieved. And as I say, listen, you'll never make everybody happy. That doesn't bother me. You know, if 99% of the people are happy with this group and what we are doing, then we push on and we keep trying to take this football club forward. And ultimately, I manage a football club like I'm going to be here for the next 20 years. And if I can leave the football club, whenever that may be, in a condition where they've got a good foundation, and we can keep building and continued success of trying to get in the top 6 more often, then, you know, I can look in the mirror every night with the hard work that's been put in by all the staff.
Just with respect to today's game, what do you take from today going into those last couple of games of the split?
That we shouldn't fear anybody. You know, there's lessons to be had from today. You know, we might have a game where it's crucial for Europe, so can we play without the tenseness and the apprehension that was there in the first half? And the shackles come off in the second half because we were 2-0 down and there's nothing to lose, you know, and you play with a bit more freedom. So I'm hoping now that lesson's been learned over, you know, the last 6-7 months and from previous years, that we can go and play with our freedom, go and express ourselves, and got nothing to lose. There's no expectation on us to be in Europe, and let's have a go and stick together and see where it takes us.
Just lastly, a terrific goal from Toyosi today.
Toyosi's been a star for me, you know, and I think it's his first 90 minutes, and that's what we do as a football club. We get players, we get them with certain attributes like pace, like Richard, quality on the ball, Keelan Boyd-Muntz, quality on the ball, and we try and improve them, and you have to play a certain style to do that and create assets at the football club, and we're certainly doing that, and as I say, it's credit to all the staff and the coaching staff at the football club from the academy up that we're able to find and recruit players like that. But Toy's goal itself has got to be up there for goal of the season to show that pace and energy and strength and composure at the end of it as well. So he'll get better and better with games, as will a lot of our squad who are very young.
Stephen, well done in the top 6 finish. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much.